Do you often find yourself struggling to get a good night's sleep as you get older? Do you wake up feeling tired or restless, even after spending hours in bed? If this sounds familiar, it might be due to the foods you're eating before bed. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the top 4 foods that you should avoid eating at least 3 hours before bed, especially as we age. These foods can disrupt your sleep, cause discomfort, and impact your overall health. But don't worry, I'll also share some simple alternatives to help you get a more restful night's sleep. So, if you're ready to improve your sleep quality and wake up feeling refreshed, let's dive in. Before we dive into the foods to avoid, let's first understand why what we eat can have such a significant impact on our sleep. How does food affect sleep? Your body goes through a natural process when preparing for sleep. It winds down, lowers its core temperature, and slows down processes like digestion and energy production. However, certain foods can disrupt this process and make it harder for you to relax and fall into a deep sleep. When you eat a heavy meal, foods high in sugar, fat, or caffeine right before bed, your body has to work harder to digest. This extra effort can keep you awake, making it difficult for your body to enter the deeper stages of sleep where the real rest and recovery happens. The role of digestion. Your digestive system works on overdrive when you consume heavy, fatty, or spicy foods late at night. The body uses energy to break down these foods, which can cause discomfort like acid reflux, heartburn, or a general sense of bloating. These digestive issues can interfere with your ability to fall asleep or stay asleep. How hormones and neurotransmitters come into play. Another important factor is how food affects the production of hormones and neurotransmitters that regulate sleep, like melatonin and serotonin. For example, eating foods high in sugar before bed can cause a spike in blood sugar levels, followed by a crash, which can make it difficult for your body to maintain consistent energy levels throughout the night. Meanwhile, caffeine and stimulants can block the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. If you consume caffeine in the evening, it could stay in your system for hours and keep you alert well into the night. Why this is particularly important for seniors. As we age, our sleep patterns change. Older adults often experience lighter sleep and frequent waking. This means we need to be even more mindful of the foods we eat before bed. A poor diet, combined with age-related changes in sleep, can lead to more disturbed nights and fatigue during the day. And if we don't get enough quality sleep, it can affect our overall health, including our mood, cognitive function, and even our immune system. So, now that we understand how certain foods can disrupt our sleep, let's look at the top 4 foods you should avoid eating at least 3 hours before bedtime. 1. Orange juice. Let's start with the first food to avoid before bed: orange juice. While orange juice is packed with vitamin C and is often seen as a healthy choice, it may not be the best option in the evening, especially if you're trying to get a good night's sleep. Why orange juice can disrupt your sleep. First, acidic foods like orange juice can be problematic for many people, especially those who suffer from acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. When you drink orange juice before bed, the acid can cause stomach irritation, leading to heartburn. This happens because the acidity in the juice can irritate the lining of your esophagus, and when you lie down, it makes it easier for stomach acid to flow back into your throat, causing discomfort and disrupting your sleep. Additionally, orange juice is high in sugar, even the freshly squeezed kind. Drinking something sugary before bed can lead to a spike in blood sugar levels, followed by a rapid drop. This fluctuation in blood sugar can trigger an energy crash, leaving you feeling restless during the night. your body works hard to process the sugar, which can prevent you from entering a deep sleep and affect the quality of your rest. Supporting research. Studies show that high sugar intake can interfere with your body's ability to regulate your blood sugar throughout the night. The Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine published research indicating that consuming sugar-rich foods before bed can lead to poor sleep quality, especially in older adults. Moreover, citrus fruits like oranges can increase the risk of acid reflux. Research from the American College of Gastroenterology shows that citrus fruits are a common trigger for acid reflux, which can make falling asleep or staying asleep more difficult. Long-term impact of drinking orange juice. Before bed. If drinking orange juice before bed becomes a regular habit, it can lead to chronic sleep disturbances, increased acidity in the stomach, and over time potentially contribute to weight gain. The sugar content in juice can add up quickly, and regular sugar spikes and crashes before bed can disturb your body's natural rhythm. Chronic sleep deprivation can also affect cognitive function, mood, and overall health, especially as we age. How to replace orange juice before bed. Instead of drinking orange juice at night, try opting for a warm cup of herbal tea, such as chamomile or peppermint tea, which are known for their relaxing properties. These teas can help you wind down, promote digestion, and prepare your body for restful sleep. Alternatively, if you enjoy something fruity, consider having fresh, non-citrus fruits like apple slices, berries, or banana. These fruits provide fiber, antioxidants, and natural sugars that won't irritate your stomach or cause a spike in your blood sugar. 2. Chocolate. Now, let's move on to another food that many of us enjoy but should avoid before bed: chocolate. Whether it's a small square of dark chocolate or a rich chocolate dessert, this treat might not be the best choice right before you sleep. Why chocolate can disrupt your sleep. Chocolate contains caffeine and theobromine, both of which are natural stimulants. These compounds can increase your heart rate and raise your blood pressure, making it harder for your body to relax and fall asleep. Caffeine, the most well-known stimulant, blocks the action of adenosine, a neurotransmitter that promotes sleep and relaxation. When you consume chocolate, the caffeine content, though lower than in coffee, can still keep you awake or disrupt your ability to enter deep stages of sleep. Theobromine, a compound found in chocolate, is chemically similar to caffeine. Theobromine also has stimulant effects and can increase alertness, which is the last thing you want when you're trying to wind down for bed. Supporting research. Studies have shown that even small amounts of caffeine consumed later in the day can significantly disrupt sleep. According to research published by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, caffeine can stay in your system for several hours, and it has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours in most people. This means that if you consume chocolate in the evening, the stimulant effects could last well into the night, making it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep. Research also suggests that theobromine may have a similar effect to caffeine, contributing to sleep disturbances in sensitive individuals, particularly those over 60, whose metabolism may process stimulants more slowly. The long-term impact of eating chocolate. Before bed, if chocolate becomes a regular bedtime snack, it can lead to chronic sleep disruptions. Over time, this can affect your overall sleep quality, leaving you feeling tired during the day and affecting your mood and mental clarity. Inadequate sleep can also increase your risk of high blood pressure, weight gain, and poor cognitive function, especially as we age. Furthermore, the sugar and fat content in chocolate can contribute to weight gain, especially if consumed in excess. If you're eating chocolate regularly before bed, the combination of sugar and stimulants can cause insulin spikes, disrupt your circadian rhythm, and potentially lead to long-term health issues like diabetes. How to replace chocolate. Before bed, instead of indulging in chocolate late at night, try a small handful of nuts, such as almonds or walnuts. These are packed with magnesium, which has been shown to support relaxation and better sleep. You can also enjoy a warm cup of herbal tea like chamomile or lavender, both of which are known for their calming effects. If you're craving something sweet, try fresh fruit like berries or banana, which have natural sugars that won't spike your blood sugar as chocolate does. These fruits also contain essential vitamins and minerals that support overall health and relaxation. 3. Beef. Next on the list of foods to avoid before bed is beef, particularly red meat like steak or roasted beef. While red meat is a good source of protein and iron, it may not be the best choice for dinner if you're planning to sleep afterward. Why beef can disrupt your sleep. Beef, like other red meats, is high in protein and saturated fat, both of which can have a significant impact on your digestion and overall sleep quality when consumed too close to bedtime. High protein load. Protein takes longer to digest compared to carbohydrates or fats. When you eat beef, your digestive system has to work harder to break it down, which keeps your metabolism active. This can lead to discomfort, fullness, or even gastric reflux if the meal is too heavy or too close to bedtime. High protein load. Protein takes longer to digest compared to carbohydrates or fats. When you eat beef, your digestive system has to work harder to break it down, which keeps your metabolism active. This can lead to discomfort, fullness, or even gastric reflux if the meal is too heavy or too close to bedtime. Saturated fat. Red meat is rich in saturated fat, which slows down the digestive process. A slow digestion can lead to heartburn or acid reflux when you lie down to sleep. This disruption can make it difficult for you to fall asleep or stay asleep throughout the night. The impact of digestion on sleep. The body needs to enter a restful, rest and digest state to fully relax for sleep. However, when you eat a heavy protein-packed meal like beef, the body's focus shifts to digestion. The longer it takes to digest food, the harder it is for your body to shift gears into relaxation mode. In fact, a study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that eating large meals, particularly those high in protein and fat, can disrupt your sleep cycle and make it more difficult to enter the deeper stages of sleep. This means you're not getting the full restorative benefits of sleep, which is crucial as we age. Supporting research on red meat and sleep. Consuming large amounts of red meat, especially close to bedtime, can cause insomnia or poor sleep quality. Saturated fat in red meat has also been linked to higher levels of inflammation in the body, which can exacerbate joint pain and stiffness, common issues in older adults. This, in turn, makes it even harder to get restful sleep. The long-term impact of eating beef before bed. Eating red meat regularly before bed can lead to a disrupted sleep cycle, poor digestion, and potentially higher levels of inflammation. Over time, this can contribute to other health issues such as heart disease, high cholesterol, and weight gain, all of which are more likely to affect you as you get older. Additionally, poor sleep can impact cognitive function, mood, and overall health, making it harder to live a healthy and active lifestyle. How to replace beef before bed. Instead of a heavy beef-based dinner, try opting for a lighter protein that's easier to digest, such as chicken, turkey, or fish. Salmon or mackerel are excellent choices since they provide omega-3 fatty acids that help reduce inflammation. Plus, they're easier on your digestive system. You can also focus on plant-based proteins like tofu, beans, or lentils, which are rich in nutrients and lighter on your system, making them easier to digest before bedtime. 4. Sweet treats, pastries, cakes, and candy. Now, let's talk about sweet treats, things like cakes, pastries, and candies. These sugary indulgences might seem like a tempting end to your day, but they can seriously affect your sleep, especially if you eat them close to bedtime. Why sweet treats can disrupt your sleep. The primary issue with sweet treats before bed is the high sugar content. Foods that are rich in refined sugars can cause your blood sugar to spike shortly after eating. This rapid rise in blood sugar can give you a burst of energy, which is the opposite of what you need when trying to wind down for the night. Once your blood sugar levels spike, your body releases insulin to bring it back down. This fluctuation can leave you feeling restless or even hungry in the middle of the night. These fluctuations not only disrupt your sleep, but can also lead to insulin resistance and other metabolic issues when consumed regularly. The impact of sugar on sleep quality. Sugar can also negatively affect your sleep cycle. When your body is processing sugar late at night, it can interfere with your ability to fall into deep, restorative sleep. Studies have shown that diets high in sugar can lead to lighter sleep and more frequent wake-ups during the night. This can prevent you from experiencing the deeper stages of sleep, which are essential for physical and mental recovery. In addition, sugary foods can cause increased inflammation in the body. This is especially concerning for older adults, as inflammation can worsen conditions like arthritis and joint pain, which are often worse at night, making it even harder to get restful sleep. Supporting research. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that diets high in sugar contribute to poor sleep quality and an increased risk of sleep disorders like insomnia. The study suggests that high sugar intake disrupts the body's natural sleep-wake cycle, also known as the circadian rhythm, making it harder for people to fall asleep and stay asleep. Long-term impact of eating sweet treats. Before bed. Consuming sweet treats regularly before bed can lead to several long-term issues. Weight gain. Excess sugar intake, especially before bed, can contribute to increased fat storage in the body, which can lead to weight gain and further exacerbate joint pain and heart disease. Insulin resistance. Over time, consuming large amounts of sugar can lead to insulin resistance, which is a precursor to type 2 diabetes and other metabolic disorders. Chronic inflammation. Regular sugar consumption increases the levels of inflammatory markers in the body, which can make existing conditions like arthritis or fibromyalgia worse. How to replace sweet treats. Before bed, instead of indulging in sugary desserts or snacks, try these healthier alternatives that are not only better for your sleep, but also your overall health. Fresh fruit. Opt for berries, banana, or apple slices. These fruits are naturally sweet and provide fiber, antioxidants, and vitamin C to help your body relax. Greek yogurt. A small bowl of plain Greek yogurt with a drizzle of honey or a few sliced almonds can satisfy your sweet cravings without the added sugar. Dark chocolate, in moderation. If you're craving chocolate, choose dark chocolate with a high cocoa content, 70% or higher. Dark chocolate contains less sugar and more beneficial antioxidants, but should still be eaten in small amounts to avoid stimulating effects. Herbal tea with honey. Sip on a warm cup of chamomile tea or lavender tea, both of which are known for their calming effects, and add a teaspoon of honey for a touch of sweetness. Additional tips and healthy habits to improve sleep. Now that we've discussed the foods to avoid before bed, let's explore some simple tips and healthy habits that can help you improve your sleep and wake up feeling refreshed. 1. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Establishing a calming bedtime routine is key to signaling your body that it's time to wind down. About an hour before bed, Start relaxing activities like reading a book, practicing deep breathing, or listening to calming music. This helps reduce stress and prepares your mind and body for sleep. 2. Limit screen time. Avoid screens such as your phone, tablet, or TV at least 30 minutes to 1 hour before bed. The blue light emitted by screens can interfere with the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. Instead, opt for reading a physical book or practicing relaxation techniques. 3. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Having a regular sleep schedule helps regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep at night and wake up feeling refreshed. 4. Create a comfortable sleep environment. Make your bedroom a calm, quiet, and cool environment. Keep the room dark and consider using blackout curtains to block out light. Set the temperature to a comfortable level, between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, as a cool room promotes better sleep. 5. Watch your fluid intake. Drinking water is essential, but avoid drinking large amounts of liquid right before bed. Frequent trips to the bathroom during the night can disrupt your sleep. Instead, stay hydrated throughout the day and limit your fluid intake in the evening. 6. Stay active. During the day, regular physical activity during the day helps you fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply. Aim for at least 30 minutes of exercise each day, but avoid intense workouts close to bedtime, as they can increase energy and make it harder to unwind. By incorporating these small changes into your daily routine, you can greatly improve the quality of your sleep. A good night's rest is essential for your physical and mental well-being, so take care of your sleep habits just like you take care of your diet and exercise routine. Now, I want to hear from you. What changes are you planning to make to improve your sleep? Do you have any tips or experiences that have helped you sleep better? Leave a comment below and let me know what works for you. Your feedback might help others who are struggling with sleep as well. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with friends and family who could benefit from these tips. Your support means a lot, and it helps me bring more useful information to you. Thank you for watching, and remember, a good night's sleep is just as important as a healthy diet. Sleep well, and see you in the next video.